Hello Leo, welcome to my weekly tarot love reading for you. Welcome to my channel. I'm the Tarot Muse, and as you can see I have got a full spread here for you so that we can really dive into what's going on with your love reading. I just have to mention that I feel that there's a lot of shadow that's being worked through on the planet right now because there have been a lot of readings. Almost all the readings are about unpacking unconscious, shadowy stuff between you and the other, and it hasn't been harmonious and pleasant with happy outcomes. But I feel like it's essential and necessary, and so when I look at your reading, I see that this is what's been going on for you. It's about you starting to meet the changes that are happening as a result of something painful that really shattered you, so to speak. So in the present moment, I have the Wheel of Fortune, and the Wheel of Fortune is about how it is that our fortune moves from one situation to a new situation. So it either moves for the better or it moves for the worst. And in your case, it's wanting to move away from something. It's wanting to move away from something that was addictive and unhealthy. And where you've really had to protect yourself from it in order to create a new beginning for yourself. So this transition of the Wheel of Fortune wants to move you away from this addiction or this bondage, unhealthy bondage situation, to a place where you can start over again afresh. But what's crossing that is the Star card, and the Star card has many interpretations, but in this case I'm taking it as the dreams or the hope for this past relationship, because there's still nostalgia there and a longing for what was, for this happiness. But what's sitting in the middle of the nostalgia card and the Ten of Cups, the card of happiness, is the Five of Wands, and this is the card of conflict. And so you cannot fully let go yet until you can release this nostalgia that you're holding on to. So you're in the process of it. You're busy digesting all of this. It's busy happening now, because I am seeing that you're consciously aware of your happiness and the paradigm shift that's needed to let go and get yourself back to a healthy place of independence. So perhaps this addiction was a relationship addiction, like a codependent something, which would explain why the independence card and the letting go of control card came up. So what is unconscious for you right now is you walking away from the love that was it was a backstab, it was a betrayal, it was a loss, it was sorrowful, it was painful, and it was illusory. It was not real in a way. It was not what it seemed to be. It was a fantasy, it was illusion. And so perhaps in that regard you're not fully aware yet just to how much the extent of an illusion and unhealthy it was. So perhaps you're still working through your feelings, your nostalgia around the relationship, and there's a part of you that's starting to sense how unhealthy this was and what the conflict was about and what you are needing for change, but it hasn't fully hit you yet, the extent of how much of an illusion and unhealthy this relationship was. So I asked what this addiction was about, and it looks like it was an addiction to this relationship, but there was a ending as a result of deceit around an affair that was had with another person. So I believe that your partner or this person that you were in a relationship with was with someone else, and that's what ended the relationship, because I see trust broken. I see you now alone processing this, and I see it being a very painful blow for you. You're going through a really, really hard, painful time with this. there's been a lot of depression around you. This is in the past. The depression is in the past. And then what I see happening in the future, and even now I see you, something starting to come through. You're starting to come back to you, Leo. Because what I see here is you starting to manage, just getting on top of things with regards to your happiness and coming back to the sunny Leo, the sun rules Leo, and connecting with that sharing aspect of your spirit and stepping back to your fire and passion again. And so I see that starting to happen in the future for you. But not just that, I also see it around you, making the decision to really be discerning and taking your time with regards to what it is that you bring into your life, to having a more traditional approach to letting people and relationships into your life, so that these unhealthy, codependent and addictive and destructive relationships don't happen again. Because with regards to the burden of the relationship, I see you learning from the experience that you had with a person, and this is a big lesson for you, with stepping back into your power again and dropping that burden, because I feel that this burden is something from the past, something to do with growing up. Perhaps you were not validated in a healthy enough way, and so people that give you attention, especially Leos, they appreciate attention. They like to be seen and recognized, and if there wasn't a healthy reinforcement or validation as a child, we seek it in our adult lives in the external, and often attract unhealthy experiences. And so we carry these wounds from our youth, and we keep replaying and repeating the same patterns over and over again until we learn the lessons. And unfortunately, the only way that we can learn these lessons is through attracting abusive and potentially narcissistic experiences that wake us up, which has happened in your case. With regards to them, I don't really see them experiencing any kind of loss. I see that they've moved on. I see that they were the one that left the relationship, and they're still in the state of apathy and boredom. They're still dissatisfied. I don't feel that they really saw you. I don't feel that they see themselves. I feel that I'm not feeling any, this isn't right for you. I'm not feeling any it was an abusive relationship. I can see in the Lenormand cards that I've picked, I've got the whip card. And for you it was an emotional connection, so it may have been emotionally manipulative, and you were bound by it out of duty. Perhaps there's something empathic about you that becomes emotionally entangled, and yet as a result of very deep devotion to your relationships, you get taken advantage of. But I do see a lot of pain and really meeting, because we get the isolation card, and this is about defrosting and crying, allowing the tears to flow, allowing the sadness to flow around the heartbreak and the pain of this relationship, so that you can return to the essence of who you are, which is this flowering in abundance. We've got the flowering card coming for you, and the adventure card. And so there's this healing of the heart that's busy happening, and the outcome will be the flowering card and the adventure. And this is the same card over here. The adventure card is this young child, and we've got the new beginnings card, the Fool over here, and then we've got the child card in the Lenormand deck. So all of these are talking about healing the child wounds, but also returning to this child state, this childhood state of innocence and simplicity and abundance and juiciness and flowering and flowing, because the flowering card is all about turning back to the state of passion, and your sexual beauty and excitement. That is what you are, Leo. You are the sun. You are ruled by the sun. So returning back to that state. Yeah, and I see that is what is happening right now. There's a detachment that's starting to happen on your part. You're alone now, and you're starting to find your inner strength to detach from how it was that you were empowered and imprisoned by this situation, by this relationship. So it's unbinding yourself, finding the inner strength to unbind yourself, and to really meet being alone, and to dissolve and to heal the wounds. Because like I said, in the present moment there is still some kind of attachment to the nostalgia, and the release from the bondage has not fully been able to happen yet. So this is all in flow. Yeah, so I feel like I've covered everything. It's you're in it, Leo. You're on the path right now, and I know it's very painful at the moment, but just keep going. You know, Mercury retrograde has ended today, so it means that, you know, whatever it is that you've been reviewing around what happened, around how it is that you think about things or see things, especially around your emotions, around home and around family, that's moving forward again, which means that you're now moving in a new direction. You're moving forward again. I also want to mention that Chiron has gone retrograde today, which means that we will review our wounds. So for you, this is a period of actually going back into childhood and seeing what happened there, and how it is that you lost your connection to the essence of who you are, and how it is that you can heal those wounds and return back to yourself, return back to that sun, so that you are discerning and follow some kind of healthy tradition in the future with regards to how it is that you approach relationships and who you let into your life in a healthy way. Okay, so if that resonated, if you are still here watching and you'd like to go a little bit deeper, because obviously this reading isn't for everybody, or it has variations for some and variations for others. If you'd like to go deeper, please connect with me via email. My email address is in the description box, and yeah, we can see what's happening there. Also, I'd really appreciate it if you can like and subscribe to my channel, and feel free to leave your comments. I always love to hear what you have to say, and if this resonated with you. Thank you so much for watching, and do return next week with my reading for you for next week. Thank you.